So in the previous lecture, we done the coding till here. Okay, now in this lecture, we read the data from this post tab into the internal table. So let's first declare an internal table. So I will declare the internal table types begin of tp underscore itab, end of tp underscore itab. Okay, the field name, which field you want to use. So here, like from the first field, I want to use material, technical information. Field name is eMaten and data element is matnar. Okay, so eMaten type matnar. I'm showing all the steps, so even like fresher can also do this. Purchasing document number, we know EBELN is the field name. EBELN, same data element. Okay, the second field is EBELN of type EBELN. Third field is the line item number, that is the EBELP. Put a cursor here, press F1, EBELP. Both data element and the domain are same. Both the data element and the field name are same. So EBELP, type EBELP. Okay, next I want to use the order quantity. So this is the order quantity I want to use. Press F1. What is the order quantity here? It is menj. And the data element is BSTMG. Data element is different here. BSTMG. Okay, menj type BSTMG. Let me save this first. And last field I will use here, there is still to be delivered quantity. Okay, basically we are making a open purchase order report based on the material. Okay, so this is the data element and this is the field name MGLIEF. MGLIEF. Why the field name must be same here, I will explain. MGLIEF. MGLIEF type this data element. Save, check and activate. So now data GT underscore itab type standard table of TP underscore itab GS underscore itab type TP underscore itab. Okay. So what I will do now, see, we are assigning the hello data reference to this post tab. So we will check whether this is assigned or not. Whether this is assigned or not. So if post tab is assigned, do only this if it is assigned. Otherwise, no use. And if. Okay. Now what we'll do? We'll make a loop at post tab assigning. Either you can field symbol or we already declare work area underscore post tab. Okay. Work area underscore post tab. End loop. See, because this is a field symbol, we don't have any field here. We don't have any field name declared here. That's why the field name must be same which we want to read from the returning table. Otherwise, we will not able to write the logic right, move the field name eMatnar of this to that field. Let me show you why the field name must be same. See, suppose if I am writing the code like this, gs underscore itab eMaten, that is the material code equal to work area underscore position eMaten. If I save check here, see, the data object work area position does not have the field name, does not have this component. Okay, so that's why always use all the field names same as per the returning table. Okay, then what we can do simply, we'll use here move corresponding work area underscore position to gs underscore itab and then append gs underscore itab to gt underscore itab. Save, check and activate. Okay, so all the data will move from this table into GTI tab, and now we'll display data through CL underscore one demo output table is CL underscore demo underscore output display GT underscore I tab. One more field, one more thing I will do here. I want only purchase order against which there are some open quantity. I don't want completely delivered or completely open. Sorry, I don't want completely delivered quantity. So I will simply write the logic. I will simply write the logic where the order quantity, whether it's still to be delivered is more than 0, display those record only. Okay. So before this, I will write the logic there. We can also make a loop here itself. No, we cannot move. Okay, let's write the logic here. If GS underscore I tab, this is the balance quantity. This is the balance quantity is greater than 0. If balance quantity is greater than 0, then only append. Then only append. Simple logic. Okay. If the balance quantity is more than 0, then only append. Okay. Let me put a debugger here. Let me set a breakpoint here. Breakpoint here. Execute. Okay. So what I will do here, I'll pass a material code from the same field. I'll just copy. Okay. Let me select again this test. Let me select the material code, all the material code from here. Copy. Go to material. Paste. Delivery date also I will pass the same to match the record. I just save the variant. Test. Test. I will execute. Sorry. Save and execute the report. See, once we execute, the breakpoint is triggered. Go to desktop 3. So this is the return table, right? I have not done complete debugging. This is a return table. We got the 64 record. So you can see all the fields, all the columns of the returning table. You can see all the columns of the returning table, ABL and ABLP. Okay, but we have read only 3-4 fields. Suppose if your functional consultant or your client is asking for more field, you can add all those columns in your output report. Okay, we'll go to desktop 3. And now you should make a loop. Oh, sorry, it is assigned. This code is wrong. It is not initial actually. If it is assigned, type is wrong. If POS type is assigned, 7 activate. Okay, I will execute again the same variant. See, now what we'll do, system will go into loop. Okay, here the quantity is 0. So if the quantity is 0, it will not append the GTI tab. If the quantity is 0, it will not append the GTI tab. Okay, it will append. See, here we got first record. Here we got the first record, material code, EVL and EBLP, order quantity, balance quantity. See, understand the concept. Definitely in your requirement, your program may change. Okay, your output column may change. But once you know the concept, it will be easy for you to write the code. I remove the breakpoint. See the output. EMATNAR, purchase order number, EBLP, mench, and the balance quantity. Okay, so suppose if you are making customer report where first 10 column you have your own custom report column, but remaining column you want to read from the standard report. So like this you can perform. Okay, so let me explain the code again. Always first check the program name which you want to call. Okay, note down the selection screen field name. Then design the selection screen with the same fields. Note down all the fields from the output table which you want to read. Declare the internal table. Declare the field symbols. Okay, set this runtime info. Submit. Okay, get the runtime object reference. Move the data from output table to the internal table and display the output. Okay, so in this way we can call any standard report in our custom report using the submit syntax. Thank you.